Si somos americanos, somos hermanos, señores. Tenemos las mismas flores, tenemos las mismas manos. Si somos americanos, seremos buenos vecinos. Compartiremos el trigo, seremos buenos hermanos. Bailaremos marinera, refalosa samba y son. Si somos americanos, seremos una canción. Si somos americanos, seremos una canción.
Partners of the Americas brings together people from Latin America, the Caribbean, and the United States to build opportunity, leadership, and mutual understanding. We do this in two distinct and interconnected ways. Partners mobilizes volunteers as a grassroots, people-to-people resource for development, and our professional staff, spread throughout the hemisphere, also implements a broad portfolio of programs that capitalizes on decades of experience. Partners' activities are supported by three core values: understanding, leadership, and opportunity. Partners builds cross-cultural understanding through its exchanges and projects.
It was amazing how two different judiciary systems, two different idioms, two different ways of life found so many similarities, and one learned with the other.
There was nothing that was more valuable to me in my life than having the opportunity to be and act and interact outside my own country. When there's meetings from someone from the north or a group from the south planning projects, that just helps so much to expand one's vision. For the people who came on the Leaders Project, they were looking beyond their borders, and the Partners program gave them an opportunity to do that.
The farming aspect was a personal thing. Lamardo and I, Lamardo has sheep and we have sheep. While they were here, we took Lamardo and Irving, we went out to the barn and showed them around and showed them how we do the things. They were pretty intrigued by the whole process. It was pretty interesting to see them. Their eyes say it all.
Partners of the Americas inspires leadership, essential to the future of our hemisphere.
Lo que hemos capacitado a 100 mujeres dentro de la comunidad como promotoras de salud. Tenemos ahora líderes. Estas señoras ahora están participando, ya sea como de líderes en la escuela, están participando como líderes dentro de otros hospitales, dentro de las organizaciones territoriales de base. Ellas han aprendido a luchar y conocer sus derechos.
It was very powerful to see the community mobilizing itself and demanding something from the elected officials and not waiting for the elected officials to come up with a tool or a strategy.
In this country, in this county that I'm working with here, it's been extremely frustrating. I'm on the county board. There's not too much coordination between the different departments to get the big picture for the whole community. Here, you're pretty insulated, whereas down there, I think they do have a better idea of what the whole community needs. The people who work for the government, they go out and they go among the people and they find out what the needs are. We've lost that personal touch, I think, that they still have down there.
Entonces, cuando yo empecé a conocer a los jóvenes, cuando ellos empezaron, eran jóvenes de que empezaron, que sentían un temor, que sentía que lo que iban a decir se iban a reír de ellos, pero ahora nos hemos dado cuenta en el proceso que llevamos que se han sabido desenvolverse, han dado propuestas, han dicho lo que ellos expresan, han dicho todo. Vemos 90 participantes y yo siento que me llena de alegría de estar ahí al frente, de estar transmitiéndole el mensaje, de estarle haciéndole conciencia, de estarle pasando mis habilidades, que ellos sean a como yo lo sigo o a como yo estoy, ¿verdad? Y que yo también a través de mis habilidades y mi conocimiento y a través de la participación me doy cuenta de otros compañeros que saben más que yo y eso siento que me ayuda a aprender un poco de ellos y así me he estado desenvolviendo, ¿verdad?
It's an ambitious project. It's brought together a number of institutions to work together cooperatively and in pursuit of a really ambitious goal of teaching leadership and practical skills, and I think a lot of self-esteem in a group of severely disadvantaged young indigenous people.
Partners of the Americas has more than 100 chapters with 7,000 volunteers. Chapters from 45 U.S. states are linked in sustained partnership with 30 Latin American and Caribbean countries. With this reach, Partners creates opportunity across the Americas.
I love the idea of Partners and all it represented, such a wide range of kinds of projects that it was involved in. But what could I do? It wasn't long after that they came up with the need for taking some computers to Cochabamba. And I was skilled in computer training. We find that there's a lot of spin-offs, a lot of serendipitous opportunities for volunteering, as well as the planned projects.
We first thought this Congress to be just a meeting among judges. And then it turned bigger and bigger and bigger, and we had almost 700 people attending to the Congress. This was far the biggest event in our judiciary system ever. We learned a lot about technology, mediation and arbitration, which is something new in our country. And the Americans learn a lot about access to justice. From all those experiences, one thing became very clear to me. It is possible that people with goodwill can make beautiful things together and can really make a difference.
We are all part of the same hemisphere, and we are all have interests in common. And I think that is very important to take into consideration when we see the role of partners again as a facilitator of this process and a catalyst in promoting change, development, and growth.
Si somos americanos, no miraremos fronteras, cuidaremos las semillas, miraremos las banderas. Si somos americanos, seremos todos iguales. El blanco, mestizo y el indio, que negros son como tales. Bailaremos marinera, resbalosa samba y son. Si somos americanos, seremos una canción. Si somos americanos, seremos una canción.